Between a bunch of drop-down menus, search bars, and widgets, there's quite a bit to look at on the Powercode homepage. So let's dig in here. First of all, we have the search bars up top. If you're looking for customer, equipment, email address, basically whatever it is you're searching for, this is going to be your main place to go. As a default, you can search for a customer's name or phone number, but if you want to get a little bit more complex here, you can click on the drop-down, and common used items here are custom fields, email address, physical address, customer's MAC address or IP. It's a fairly extensive list. Beyond that, if the customer calls in, you know what their ID is, you can just toss their customer ID in this field, and that's going to bring you straight to their account. If the customer happens to have a ticket when they call in, you can put in a ticket ID, and that's going to go straight to the ticketing system so that you can pull up that ticket and get moving immediately. Beyond that, if you've looked up a couple accounts, you need to pull up one that you've looked at recently. This recent section is pretty helpful. So if you click on recent customers, here's the last 10 accounts you've looked at. Same thing goes for customer equipment, and then you have recent tickets that you've made updates to. In case it wasn't obvious, there's also a light and dark theme, so you can play around with that. And then beyond that, we want to take a look at the drop-down menus. Now, while there's not a whole lot to be said specifically, there are a couple of these buttons that actually bring you to different modules in Powercode rather than being a drop-down menu for certain pages or configurations. And we have the reports dashboard, inventory module, and ticketing module. If you want to go to the schedule live view, you would go under install and then click on schedule live view here. Beyond that, we have the widgets, and the most commonly asked question on the widgets is, if I remove one, where did it go? And the answer is, if we go down to the bottom of the page and click on this box, it's going to pull out the list of all the widgets that are available, and if we remove one, we can simply go ahead and click on it again, and it's going to go ahead and populate it on our front page. So you can feel free to remove and add those at will. You can take it and slide it around. It's personalized per login, so you don't have to worry that you're messing up someone else's homepage. So go wild on that. And then the last bit is there's a couple widgets here I want to talk about specifically because they are particularly helpful. System event log is really good, especially for admin level users. Gives you everything that's happening system wide. If there's any errors, you're going to find them here. And then system checklist is a personal favorite because at a glance it helps you understand, yes, my system's healthy, yes, everything's going right, and if it's not, it's pretty easy to see at a glance. Like automatic billing is currently disabled, and once you know that, you can contact support, we can help you out, and that's the whole purpose of this page. And just as a side note, you always want to make sure your application time and your system time match up, otherwise you might have some timestamp issues there. Beyond that, the last two I really want to talk about are the system totals and the favorite links. System totals is going to give you a glance view of your customer counts, and that distinguishes them by status and by equipment status and so on. If you click on one of these links, it's actually going to bring you to a page that has a list of all that information. That way you can get to these accounts quickly, and you don't have to go searching around for them. And the last one I want to talk about is favorite links, and that's just because I kind of hate having to go into my browser and look for different links to go to different websites that I use commonly throughout the day. So you can just go ahead and create your links here. That way when you log into Powercode, it's all right there. Open up a couple tabs and you are good to go. Hope this video is helpful for you, and you guys have a great day.